15 years ago, a new center was birthed, charged to collect balanced, credible, and accurate news and information. Attacks tested and proven to be a
13 AD 2024. Good evening and welcome to News Deck's 45 minutes of news presentation about Liberia, Africa, and our global village. My name is Henson Decker, presenting in the headlines. Independent National Commission Chairman and Human Rights Council Denstor Brown threatening sanction action against senators refusing to sign the resolution for the establishment of war crimes court in Liberia. Vows to lobby with the U.S. government for the imposition of the sanction. All Liberian coalition party to return to opposition life, says the Unity Party Rescue Alliance fails to live up to the political marriage agreement. For alleged corrupt practices, criminal code C6, the arrest of two former officials of the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporations. And out of Liberia, three Egyptian Coptic monks have been brutally killed inside a mosque in South Africa, the church has said. The details of these developments, the news bulletin, the bosses of the newsmakers post are all anticipated on today's edition of News Desk. We'll take a break to rejoin you. Rejoining us up next is Olivia Baum with the news bulletin. Good evening, Olivia.
Good evening, Hanson, and good evening to all. President Joseph Walker has by proclamation declared this Friday, March 15, a national holiday to be observed throughout the country as Joseph Jenkins Roberts' birthday. March 15 each year is declared as Joseph Jenkins Roberts' birthday, and it is to be observed throughout the Republic as a national holiday. The presidential proclamation has therefore ordered all government offices, public buildings, and business houses closed during the observance. According to a foreign ministry release, the proclamation is in consonance with an act enacted by the 42nd National Legislature of Liberia declaring March 15th as a national holiday as a mark of respect to his memory and tireless efforts in organizing as well as negotiating and concluding treaties with foreign powers which gave recognition to the founding of the nation. The chairperson of the Independent National Commission on Human Rights, Councillor Dempster Brown, has threatened sanction against senators refusing to sign the resolution for the establishment of war crimes court in Liberia. Councillor Brown lamented that the Senate must follow the footprint of the House of Representatives by signing for the establishment of the court aimed at ending the culture of impunity and bringing peace and stability in the country. According to the human rights lawyer, there are individuals in the Liberian society who believe in violence for survival. As such, they used the Civil War as means of enriching themselves. Speaking Wednesday at program marking the official laying of wreaths on the mass grave of persons massacred in 1994 in the Dupont Road community in Pennsville, Councillor Brown accused the senators for refusing to sign onto the document because of their direct involvement with the Liberian Civil War. The Liberian legal practitioner has therefore pledged the INCHR's commitment to lobby with the United States government aimed at imposing sanctions on individual senators who are refusing to sign the instrument. Also speaking, Justice Minister Councillor Oswald Twe called on Liberians to desist from acts that will lead to instability. Councillor Twe said Liberians should not pray for the reoccurrence of civil war, which he said left last negative mark on the Liberian society, thus resulting to the level of underdevelopment the country is faced with. The head of the concerned members of the All Liberian Coalition Party, Musa Kenan, has expressed dismay over the manner in which the party has been treated by the Unity Party's Rescued Alliance. Appearing on the Truth Breakfast show Wednesday, Musa Kenan said despite the MOU signed with the current ruling Unity Party, which calls for the balance of the country's governance process, the Unity Party has failed to live up to the document. According to Kenan, ACOP chose to support the Unity Party during the runoff elections because the party had explicit confidence in the rescue mission. Musa Kene further explained that there have been several attempts to have conversation with the president through calls and text messages, but to no avail. Criminal Court C is seeking the arrest of two former officials of the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation and two others for alleged corruption. Judge Blamo Dixon's March 12, 2024 arrest order according to IRCI judicial correspondence was triggered by an indictment obtained by the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission. The inductees were charged for multiple offenses ranging from theft of property, misappropriation, economic sabotage, criminal conspiracy, among others. The inductees are Mosue Omomo, former managing director for administration, and Charles Masakwe, former manager and coordinator, along with Mohamed Konen of the Sisse Brethel Business Center and Ayuba Kamara, staff of the Sisse Brethel Business Center. Our judicial correspondent further said, despite the indictment, the inductees were banned from leaving the country by the same court. Security officers have since been informed about the inductees traveling in Baku and later instructed to arrest them if attempted leaving the country without the court's approval. Liberia's Education Minister Dr. Jasso Male Ejala has emphasized the importance of unity, reconciliation, and development for the nation as it navigates a critical juncture in its history. Speaking at the 108th celebration of National Decoration Day held at the Providence Baptist Church in Monrovia, Minister Male Jala urged all Liberians to embrace these processes with open hearts and minds, expressing hope for the full support of President Joseph Boakai. Minister Male Ejala underscored the collective responsibility of citizens in advancing Liberia's progress. The program, organized by the Ministry of Education, brought together a large number of students from both public and private institutions in Monrovia and its environs. During the event, Reverend Charles Diggs, the administrative pastor of the Providence Baptist Church, delivered a sermon encouraging President Boakai to consider viewpoints from the opposition as some may contribute to positive decision making. Monticello County District Number 16 former Representative candidate Achi Sano has intensified efforts to persuade President Joseph Boakai to revoke the ban on rubber exportation imposed by former President George Weah through Executive Order Number 124. Recalling the ban implemented by President Riyadh in December 2023, Sano emphasized the detrimental impact it has had on Liberia's economy. Speaking at a news conference on Bush Road Island, Sano criticized the timing of the ban, suggesting it was ill-advised as President Weah was nearing the end of his tenure. Sano argued that the ban unfairly marginalizes Liberians seeking to invest in the rubber sector and impedes economic growth. A pro-democracy group Citizens United to Promote Development and Accountability has expressed concern regarding the impartiality of certain individuals appointed by President Joseph Boakai to the Assets Recovery and Property Retrieval Team following the issuance of Executive Order Number 126 on March 8, 2024, establishing the Office of Assets Recovery. President Boakai named 15 personalities from various sectors of Liberian society to 13. However, during a press conference held in Monrovia, the group's executive director, Victor Barlow, raised doubts about the neutrality of certain team members. Barlow expressed concern that appointees may lack impartiality and could potentially be perceived as engaging in a witch hunt against suspected victims. The proprietress of Kingdom of Hope School in Painesville, Araminta Talley, has emphasized the crucial role of women in maintaining peace within the country. Speaking at a program marking the observance of International Women's Day organized by the concerned Christian community at the New Watered in the Desert Apostolic Church in Brazil, Madam Talley highlighted how Liberian women demonstrated resilience and leadership during the country's 14-year civil crisis. In her keynote speech, Madam Talley underscored the need for women to actively contribute to sustaining peace in the nation. She commended Liberian women for their unwavering commitment to peace building efforts during challenging times. A candidate in the upcoming senatorial by-election in Nimba County, Armstrong Silikwell, has expressed opposing view for the establishment of war and economic crime squad in Liberia. Appearing as guest on the Truth Breakfast show Wednesday, Silikwell said the bringing of war crime squad in the country without addressing the concerns of war victims will make no impact. Silikwell will make reference to the Sierra Leone's case in which the War Crime Squad was established, said more war victims continue to feel the negative impact of the war, noting that similar thing could happen in Liberia. At the same time, Silikwell has underscored the need for restorative justice instead of retributive justice, which he believes is about time Liberians pardon one another. Away from Liberia, three Egyptian Coptic monks have been brutally killed inside a monastery in South Africa, the church has said. Father Takla Musa, Father Minan Alpha Marcos, and Father Eustace Alpha Marcos were murdered early on Tuesday, the South African Archdiocese of the Coptic Orthodox Church said in a statement. An Egyptian member of the church has been arrested as a possible suspect. The murder has sent shockwaves throughout the Coptic Orthodox community in South Africa and beyond. Our pain and sadness, no amount of words can express, but we know that they rejoice in paradise in the bosom of our fathers Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the church statement said. Archbishop Angelos of the Coptic Orthodox Church in London described the murders as sickening and shocking. We're here saying that's the news bulletin.
Thanks to Olivia Bound for the news bulletin, the foreign development. The news bulletin, it is a regular feature on the news program. If you are just joining us in one of the top developments we are following on to this edition of the news program, All Liberian Coalition Party to return to opposition life, says the Unity Party Rescue Alliance fails to live up to the political marriage agreement. Let's bring you the voices of the newsmakers. The chairperson of the Independent National Commission on Human Rights, Councillor Denstor Brown, has threatened sanction action against senators refusing to sign the resolution for the establishment of war crimes court in Liberia. Councillor Brown lamented that the Senate must follow the footprint of the House of Representatives by signing for the establishment of the court aimed at ending the culture of impunity and bringing peace and stability in the country. Speaking Wednesday, a program marking the official laying of wraps on the mass graves of persons massacred in 1994 in the Dupont Road community in Painesville. Councillor Brown accused the senators for refusing to sign onto the document because of their direct involvement with the Liberian Civil War.
We want to make it clear here that Liberia is not a farm for people, certain people. It's for all of us. And I'm calling all the electors to be very mindful as to who they elect. Why will you elect one law to represent you? The problem we are facing today, the House of Representatives passed a resolution to test the one in the House of Senate. Why? Because those who killed, most of them are in the House of Senate. And are calling on the Senate to be very mindful. They must sign that resolution, or else sanction will go against most of them. We want to make it clear here. We lobby with the United States government to impose sanction on those senators that will oppose to the establishment of war crime code that refuse to sign that resolution. Today, there are people here, among us here. Their relatives were buried honored here. Our university was heard about Dupont Road massacre. At that time, we were dividing food because sell food. Our coordinator for Ghana Day. While we were dividing the food, we decided to take a tour. When I came to Dupont Road Junction, there was a team. So you must be scored line. What does that mean? You're bluffing with killing people where you had the score up. Who are you? The disgrace of those people that don't want to sign that resolution. On the way. The Senate must follow the footprint of the House of Representatives so as to bring about peace and stability in this country. You know, what is happening is that where there is culture of impunity, a lot of things happening there. There are people that are more us in the Liberian society today that believe in violence before they survive. Where there is confusion, that's where they get their riches from. I can remember during the war, people bought all the banks and took away millions of dollars. Today they are millionaires more us here. Are you seeing that they will not be tried? They must be given due process and make restitution of the money they took away. One thing I want to make clear before I close is that there is something we call responsible superior under the law. You will organize the faction. You are held responsible for the killing of the people by your group. That's the law. Mind you, today in Liberia, our records show that there are 155 massacre sites. Last year we just discovered one in Myean in Sanoye district.
The voice of the chairperson of the Independent National Commission on Human Rights, Councillor Denstor Brown, threatening sanction against senators refusing to sign the resolution for the establishment of war crimes court in Liberia. The head of the concerned members of the All Liberian Coalition Party, Musa Kini, has expressed dismay over the manner in which the party has been treated by the Unity Party Rescue Alliance. Appearing on the Truth Breakfast show on Wednesday, Musa Kini said despite the MOU signed with the current ruling Unity Party, which calls for the balance of the country governance process, the Unity Party has failed to live up to the document.
After the first one of the election, we came full. Just few numbers beyond, so we came full. So all of the parties were with us, the Labour Party, the CDC, they were all coming to negotiate. But there was this point, because many of us believe, and many of our partisans believe, that there was issues with the CDC, because they had a coalition, and they had the NPP and the LPDP. They were all raising concern that the Unity Party, the CDC, they didn't live up to their commitment, and they were concerned. So when the Unity Party came to us, said, so we are trustful people. Come to us. We will lead Liberia together. We will move together. We will govern together. We will set up the administration together. So if you just send a team, the team was headed by Kofi, who was part of the team, with Vice President now. the negotiation. I think the economy has answered now. It was part of the negotiation. They had a Jacob Akoli. He was part of the negotiation. After all the back and forth, we now came to a conclusion to sign an agreement. We signed a contract. We signed this MOU. The MOU was signed and it was clearly stated the role of the political parties. Unfortunately, after the election, after the victory, the Unity Party turned her back on that agreement. And that's the problem that after winning the election. But you know what? If you see the election, failing to do exactly what we agreed to, it definitely. If you see the photo, you will see the current president and our student that was signing. Although I'm also cognizant as someone who understands law, that agreement may not be enforceable by the law. But it's not a matter of enforceability. It's a matter of trust. I'm a member of ACO. As well, we agree that we're going to govern together, we're going to lead together, we're going to formulate the government together. If you say formulate the government together, you know what it means, right? We're going to join and formulate the government together. Because we wanted to lead together, we thought we would bring our agenda to.
Musa Kenin is the head of the concerned members of the All Liberian Coalition Party. They're speaking when he appeared as guest on the True Breakfast Show. Liberia's Education Minister Dr. Mal Jalad has emphasized the importance of unity, reconciliation, and development for the nation as it navigates a critical juncture in its history. Speaking at the 108th celebration of National Decoration Day held at the Providence Baptist Church in Monrovia, Minister Jalad urged all Liberians to embrace these processes with open hearts and minds.
The recommendation of the Liberian Truth and Reconciliation Commission for a Memorial Day, possibly in conjunction with National Unification Day, takes on a special significance. It is a call to remember, to reconcile, to unite in a shared history and our common humanity. As we stand at a critical juncture in our nation's history, on the path towards reconciliation and development. It is incumbent upon us all to embrace these processes with open hearts and minds. In this regard, I am confident that these efforts will receive the fullest support and affirmation
Maya Yamini.
of His Excellency, President Joseph Mubarak, as we strive together towards a brighter, united future for all Liberians. On this Decoration Day, let us renew our commitment to peace, unity, and progress. Let us honor the memory of our departed by working tirelessly for the betterment of our national patrimony and our people. Together, we can overcome the challenges of our past and build a legacy of hope and prosperity for the future generations.
During the event, Reverend Dr. Charles Dees, the administrative pastor of the Providence Baptist Church, used the medium to encourage President Boyka to consider viewpoints from the opposition, as some may contribute to positive decision making.
It means that the success or failure of any endeavor depends on the quality of leadership. A nation that is governed by faithful leaders, leaders that are constantly standing in the gap, praying for the people, acknowledging the sins of the people past and present, and acknowledging their own sin. That nation is bound to succeed. Some of you know that opposition. Opposition are weak people. They give you thoughts. Let us say is no God. While in school we have been challenged to manage our expectations, we will. So I say to all of us,
The voice of Reverend Charles Dix there speaking earlier. You listen to the voice of Education Minister Dr. Jaso Malijala. A candidate in the upcoming Central by-election in Nima County, Armstrong Sedaport, has expressed opposing view for the establishment of War and Economic Crimes Court in Liberia. Speaking as guest on the Truth Breakfast Show Wednesday, Sedaport said the bringing of War Crimes Court in the country without addressing the concerns of war victims would make no impact.
the war crime code, I did my analysis on Sierra Leone in there. Sierra Leone, there were 250 million used for to prosecute 9 persons. The victims, for which people who fought for justice for victims are still there with their head cut off and everything, no kind of care for them, no opportunity for they and their children. So then what's the benefit of the war crime? They will spend 5 to 600 million to get war crime code in Liberia. Then we still see the victim passing around, the discrimination there, that children cannot get jobs because these days people whose parents are in government and all of official era, they recommending job and they are not and ignoring those people to me is a very bad thing for our society. War crime code, I say no to it. At least we can try with economic crime code, no problem, because it got feature opportunity in guiding people in the governance system, and that's one thing. The last one before I close is Nima was victim yesterday during the war. Nima and Grandpa was victim yesterday. War crime could come in and punish his sons and daughter of Nima is just the way making them to be another victims. Because when I see the list, when you see the list, it's dominated by the two groups, Grandchildren and Nima. And I always say this, right? Nima as a country, Nima went to war because of self-defense. They had no choice, but they needed to survive. So we pray for peace and reconciliation. We beg the people that want to do war crime, let's do restorative justice. We beg them that look for God's sake, let us try to unify our people. Let's teach our children history so that these things cannot be repeated. I come from the Kuyamba background, General Thomas Kuyamba, who from there, we were victims. After Kuyamba school something, everybody wanted to be a victim. So even if a son and daughter was there that rise up to take on, that person was put under pressure and was prepared to do it to suffer. So is that something? Why happy we all regret it? And those victims or who be victims, all we can say is let bygone be bygone and let work together as people now.
Armstrong Selekpo is a central candidate in Nima County there. Speaking in Mansorata County District 16, former representative candidate Achisano has intensified efforts to persuade President Joseph Waka to revoke the ban on rubber exportation imposed by former President George Weah through Executive Order number 124. Regarding the ban implemented by President Weah in December 2023, Sano emphasized the detrimental impact it has had on Liberia's economy.
This is a clarion call to the President of the Republic of Liberia to lift the executive order that was imposed by former President George Manuel Weah, I respect the expectation of Robert, and that will not have the economy. And if anyone is wise in decision making, the first thing here is that you should be able to analyze and ask questions. Why Mr. Weah did not impose this ban until he realizes that was no longer president after the election, few days for him to have departed the presidency to order an executive order on the ban of rubber. That too is set to draw public attention. So they fought by all costs to marginalize other Liberians who are in the sectors. So for us, we are only appealing to Joe Walker that there should be competition. Competition helps the farmer. It helps other businesses, other Liberian businesses, because they have seen that Liberians are in competition with certain, they don't want it. So they fight for monopoly. Even in other codes, Ghana, Nigeria, they got bigger factories. Why they don't stop anybody from exporting rubber? Competition in a market, it helps farmers, it helps businesses, it helps government. What government needs to do is to collect the lawful taxes that government benefits. Monopoly disenfranchise others. And why it does that, it makes someone who has three powers to have absolute control and determine price. Then look at it. This is incentive on big company like April, making a lot of institutions to fall apart. Can't come here bring investment, making billions of dollars, you bringing tires, you bringing lubricant, you bringing energy, you bringing truck, continue carrying it around. No one here to do local business. If you don't like it, no problem. Because the investment does not benefit us.
The voice of former Montserrat County District 16 Representative Achi they're intensifying efforts to persuade President Joseph Boakai to revoke the ban on rubber exportation imposed by former President George Weah through an executive order number 124. Now I'm bringing us to the sporting segment on the news program. Good evening, Naomi.
Good evening, Hansen. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Passion of Life. 16 high schools within Montserrat County will participate in this year's World Water Day Football and Kickball Championship as part of a broad strategy to maximize awareness of the global observance of World Water Day on March 22, 2024. The games will be held under the auspices of WaterAid Liberia in collaboration with Government of Liberia and WASH stakeholders. WaterAid Liberia is a local NGO providing access to safe water and improving hygiene and sanitation. The theme of this year's observance is Water for Peace. The 16 participating teams are Neto E. Gibson, defending champions, Worldwide Mission Academy, Amos T. Warner, St. Simon Baptist Kings and Queens International School. Others are aimed for Fana New Destiny Christian High School, Kenija High School, amongst others. The games are expected to be played at four venues, namely Right to Play Alpha Field, Stephen Tobor Field, Slipway Field from 18 to 21 March 2024. The organizers said there will be cash prizes and trophies given to champions at the end of the day-long tournament in both kickball and football categories. The second edition of the games have been organized by National High School Sports, an organization that promotes sports and education as an inseparable component to support youth development. Powerful Angels Kickball Club will welcome SWAT Kickball Club in League Two of the Liberia Kickball Federation at the Samarkand Sports Complex at 3:20 p.m. The match will be followed by Skills Kickball Club and United Royal Girls in the same category and venue at 4:10 to continue the Cigar National League fixtures for this Thursday. Shooting Stars and Watanga will come face to face at the same venue at 5 p.m. to climax out of the league kickball fixtures for the day. Captain Aaron Ramsey is a surprise inclusion for Wales Europe 2024 playoffs despite recent injury issues. Ramsey, 33, has been limited to only two appearances for club side Cardiff City, totaling 72 minutes since a knee injury in September. A calf strain meant he was expected to miss the playoffs, but he has made a quicker than expected recovery. Wales boss Rob Page has named a 28-man squad for Wales semi-final with Finland in possible playoff final. Wales Wales face Finland at Cardiff City Stadium on Thursday, 21 March, with a potential final against Poland or Estonia to follow 5 days later, also in Cardiff for a place in this summer's European Championship. The return of Ramsey, who missed the last group qualifiers in October and November, is a major boost for Wales after Cardiff boss Errol Bullard initially ruled him out of the playoffs. Page says Wales have been monitoring Ramsey's fitness at a training base they share with Cardiff City and are keen to assess how involved he can be in the playoffs. And finally, Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp says forward Mohamed Salah is ready to start when the Reds take on Sparta Prague in the second leg of the Europa League last 16 tie on Thursday. Salah has not started for Liverpool since 1 January after picking up a hamstring injury when representing Egypt in the Africa Cup of Nations. Liverpool hold a 5-1 lead after a convincing win in Czech Republic. Salah is the club's top scorer this season with 19 goals, but tore a hamstring in Egypt's 2-2 AFCON draw with Ghana in January. He came on as a substitute and scored in Liverpool's 4-1 win at Brentford on 17 February, but then missed the Reds' next four matches, including the 1-0 Carabao Cup final win over Chelsea. Salah played last 16 minutes and injury time in the first leg win over Sparta Prague, as two goals from Darwin Nunes and efforts from Alexis McAllister, Luis Diaz, put Liverpool in charge before the second leg at Anfield. Despite a commanding league club is not underestimating the opponents. Liverpool are second in Premier League and also in the FA Cup quarter-finals as they look to add more silverware after the Carabao Cup triumph. For club who will be leaving the club in the summer is only focused on the next match. That's open on Tuesdays.
Thanks to Naomi Tapia for the sporting developments. It is a regular feature on the news program. Still in more news, a pro-democracy group, Citizens United to Promote Development and Accountability, has expressed concern regarding the impartiality of certain individuals appointed by President Joseph Boakai to the Asset Recovery and Property Retrieval Team following the issuance of Executive Order Number 126 on March 8, 2024, establishing the Office of Asset Recovery. President Walker named 15 personalities from various sectors of the Liberian society to the team. However, during the press conference held in Monrovia, the group's executive director, Victor Ballard, raised doubts about the neutrality of certain team members.
One of the key appointments that has catch our attention is the asset recovery team. In our mind, the asset recovery team is made up of a bunch of sentimental people, most of whom over the period of time have had series of alleged allegation or accusation of individuals that have worked in the WIA administration. So having such person on a team to be able to recover assets in my mind does not actually author well for the sole intent for which President Boakai would like to fight corruption. In our mind as an institution, we think there are some potential and qualified, reputable men and women in our country, and some of them are even abroad, that are able to form part of the asset recovery team, if at all the entity that was established through a statutory mandate or that has the statutory mandate to investigate all corruption cases, which is the Liberal Anti-Corruption Commission. In our mind, if the president does not trust that entity to perform its statutory responsibility, it would have been better those who have had no case, those who have had no interest over the period of time to be accusing people about corruption, to be recruited so as to form part of the team that will investigate either to be able to recover assets, be it physical or material assets.
The voice of Victor Ballot there speaking. The proprietors of Kingdom of Hope School in Painesville, Aramina Tatali, has emphasized the crucial role of women in maintaining peace within the country. Speaking at program marking the observance of International Women's Day organized by this concerned Christian community at the New Watered in the Desert Apostolic Church in Brazil, Madam Tali highlighted how Liberian women demonstrated resilience and leadership during the country's 14 years of civil war.
When the women stood for peace in Ghana, those women that can be on the road praying, they are not men. They are women, they are standing for peace. They are praying in the sunshine, dew falls, they are there. Because that's who God made us to be. But when you start with the struggle, the whole community here, for that you don't keep on fire. But we are peace makers. Women are the ones that make peace among people. People call us to judge. People look up to us. You
the voice of Araminata Talley, the proprietress of Kingdom of Hope School in Painesville, they're speaking. Well, folks, that's all the time we got to be with you on today's edition of News Desk as we wind down the curtain on today's news presentation. These are the top stories we have been following. Independent National Commission on Human Rights Chairperson Councillor Dempster Brown threatens sanction action against senators refusing to sign the resolution for the establishment of war crimes court in Liberia, vows to lobby with the U.S. government for the imposition of the sanction. All Liberian coalition party to return to opposition life, says the Unity Party Rescue Alliance fails to live up to the political marriage agreement. For alleged corrupt practices, criminal could see 60 arrests of two former officials of the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation. And out of Liberia, 3 Egyptian Coptic monks have been brutally killed inside a monastery in South Africa, the church has said. Thanks to our correspondents, writers, reporters, editors, and those who helped in making this March 13, 2024 edition of the news program a success. Olivia Bound read for us the news bulletin, the foreign development. Naomi Tapia factored in the sporting developments. Myean Torgbean sat behind the camera. And of course, Johnson Batoma ably coordinated the sound. On behalf of the production team, my name is Hanson Decker. Good evening.
When it comes to communication in Liberia, Orange is number 1.
Orange is the best. Orange is the best. Oh, Orange is the best.
Orange is the best.
Strongest network, widest coverage,
Orange is the best.
fastest internet speed.
Orange is the best.
People, Orange is the best. Yes, Orange is the best. Lamakitie, Naratama, what is the woo? Company, that's the Riboga Orange, Topaga number 1. So we need
Company Tita, my Orange, I don't got it best.
Orange will make you the telephone offer.
Reliable, trusted, and dependable.
Orange is about 7. Yeah, Orange is wrong.
Orange is the best.
It's all about what matters to you. Orange.
Let me make sure I got all the sanitary items I need. I'm checking my list. Oh yes, one more item. Let me have a big bottle of Dettol, yeah, Costa.
Yes, it. The total amount is 3,000 LD.
Okay, let me give you your money. Hey, my people, I can't find my purse. Lola, I left it on my kitchen table. My husband is rushing me too much. What's I'll do now?
Don't worry, Costa Homo. You can pay with your phone. Yes, the code here on the wall.
Awesome. Yes, I do have money on my phone.
With Orange Money, making payments for goods at your favorite store with your merchant is as easy as ABC. Dial *144#, select currency, select Pay with Orange Money, and follow the instructions. With Orange Money, life is easier. No stress.